Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. And I see a lot of guys been subscribing lately. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I should say, thank you very much. And I hope you like what you see because there's many more to come and I hope you enjoy. I have to put this trunk back together, but I'm not going to put it back together the way it was. This gray carpet has to go. I don't know what BMW was thinking when they put gray carpet in all these trunks. So I'm going to redo mine black. And then on top of that, I'm also going to do some exhaust tips for my car. You're thinking, exhaust tips? I'm not even doing exhaust yet. Yeah, but the tips came in and I figure I might as well get the carbon fiber out of the way while I'm waiting for the interior. So I'm going to be doing exhaust tips. I'm going to be putting on real carbon fiber on there because like you will see, the carbon fiber on there, I don't know if it's real, I don't know if it's fake, but it's the 1x carbon. It doesn't look too good. So I'm going to put the 2x2 carbon on there. I'm gonna paint the trunk black, all the carpet in the trunk black, so the trunk is gonna look good. It's temporary because I'm gonna do a custom stereo system later. I don't know what I'll be doing yet, but all I know is gonna be custom because I still need room in the trunk because I guarantee you the wife's gonna drive this more than I do. And if she has the little one, she's gonna wanna put stuff in the trunk, so I'm gonna have to have some trunk space. And I like having trunk space anyway. In case you wanna go away for the weekend, you can throw a bag or something in there. But I also like my music, so I'm gonna be doing a custom stereo later. But in the meantime, I don't wanna put the gray trunk back in here. So I'm gonna be painting all that carpet, painting, spraying, staining, whatever you call it. I'm gonna do it black and putting it in the car. Just stay tuned because I think it's gonna turn out good. My exhaust tips finally came in and I start working on one of them and I realized, you know what? People are always telling me to unbox and show them because I just jump right into things. So here we go. This is one of them. I already start working on one already. So I did get 4-inch tips. I wanted a full 4-inch like what's on the E90, but this is a 4-inch, but the outer skin that makes it the 4-inch. So it's 3.5, I think, inside. And then the outer shell makes it a 4-inch. So as you can see with the M on top there, which I don't know if I'm gonna keep or not. So what I started to do, I'm gonna do this in real carbon because as you can see, this is the fake looking carbon. So I'm gonna do this in real carbon fiber to match the diffuser. What I did with the one I started with already, I drilled all these 3 out, take this off, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But I'm wondering if I should keep this chrome or if I should do it gloss black. I don't really have anything as chrome on the car. This would be the only chrome thing on the car. So I guess you guys gonna have to wait and find out to see what I'm going to do if I'm gonna leave it chrome. Here's the one that I already took the skin off. And it's just a ring on here and then the exhaust tip. And then it comes with a clamp, but I don't think I'll be clamping, I'll be welding. So here we are, and it got the 4 rivets, 3, 1, 2, and another one over here. I have a drill bit here. I don't even know what size. I don't even know what size this is. So I'm just gonna go in the center. And just like that, it pops out. And then I be careful when I take this thing off because I've been cutting myself lately. And one out. Yeah, I should put on my gloves, but I never do. And this one is out. Oh, the piece is still in there. And now, there we go. We still have a little piece in there. I grab my pliers and pull it out. And now the skin is off, and all I have to do, like I said, I started already. I sanded this one because I'm gonna cut some carbon fiber, wrap it, and then you know the rest of it. And we'll see how they turn out. Like I said before, when I did the trunk, I don't know why they would do this gray. Black would look so much better, but they did all the M3s in gray, so guess what? I already started one down there, as you can see already. So I'm just gonna do this one. And I bought about 8 cans of these off eBay. So I got 2 coats on there and I'm just gonna, rake the fiber back and forth to loosen it up a bit so I can get more paint and get it as black as I want. All the pieces are painted or sprayed or whatever you want to call it. So all the pieces are done. This is the only piece I still have to finish. I have to rip the tape off of here, and I have to do this because it's looking kind of beat up. I did do this, as you can see, so you see how nice the finish turned out. I'm gonna do the same thing to that because that's a little bit beat up. Yeah, I know it's my trunk, but if I'm going all out like this, I might as well not cut any corners. So I'm gonna do that piece with my what do you call it? I have spray for plastics. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna install everything in the trunk. Well, there it is, nice and black, and that's how your trunk should look. And I have some carbon over here, just in the tray there, and then I have more carbon over there in that tray, which is unnecessary, but I had the carbon, I had the time, so I might as well do it. But now the trunk is complete, and that's how a BMW trunk should look, not that gray crap they had in there. It looks so much better, and I already did the trunk, so there you go, it's fully black now. Little things, but it makes so much of a difference. And all the trims are looking quite new because I use paint on there. So everything is looking good now. All right, now I'm just gonna give it a quick sand, because you know you want something for the glue to bite in, and the epoxy, because this is nice and smooth. This is what, 220? So I'm just gonna rough it up with some 220. A little rough housing here and there. Sand the clear coat down, because you know it's probably just a cheap minimal amount of clay coat is on here. Give it a quick sand. Then I'm gonna degrease them. Put some 3M glue on there. And then leave them overnight to dry, because I don't like to do it right away when I put the glue on. I want the glue to set properly, and hoping they don't lift with the heat from the exhaust. This is done. Now I'm just gonna degrease them and go cut some carbon fiber. Got my degreaser here. Just gonna degrease it. Wipe it down nice and clean. Get my grubby little fingers off of here, because Frank's always telling me I'm touching everything. So I'm gonna wipe these down nicely. Where the heck is the other one? 2, and there it is, 3. Okay, now my glue. Alright, so now I'm just gonna spray this. And as usual, gentlemen and ladies, don't be cheap. Make sure you get it close to the edges so you get a good bond. And let it sit there, check it around. Make sure you get all the edges, because you want it to stick there. I'll put it aside, grab a piece of carbon fiber. And once you spray this stuff, it will actually make it straighten out, because right now it's all loose. So once you put this on it, make sure you have a straight edge where you're going to join it. So you grab a ruler and you put it up against it and you cut off a piece so it's nice and straight when it comes time to join it. So it's nice and straight, and what I do from there on, see now it's not so, the fibers don't twist. And this is the bottom, So I'm gonna join it right in the center of the bottom. So you can see these two ridges here. I'm gonna go in the center of those two ridges. I put the center right at the edge. Make sure I got enough on both sides. And then you just roll it. And then when you get to here, you just make sure you pay attention. I put my ruler up to the edge. Right up to the edge, and then, oh, it's hard to see black and black. Right up to the edge, and then I grab my knife and I cut. Oh, look at that, perfect seam. Then you just cut here off. And that's it. And then guess what? I put this down to dry till tomorrow. I'm not gonna do here yet because I don't want it to start fraying out. It doesn't fray as easily with the glue on it, but I put my first coat on first, and then it's actually easier to cut then. So I'm just gonna leave this for tomorrow when it's time to put my epoxy on, or my resin, or whatever the hell you wanna call it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a few people have been asking me or been sending me stuff they did and it doesn't look too good and you have to rip it off. The first coat you have to do light. You can't just soak it on there. You put it on enough for it to soak in, but you don't layer it like there is no tomorrow. I just put enough so it soaks into the carbon and grab onto the piece underneath. You can tell when it's like that. It's still gonna look a little bit shiny, and you just have to gauge it. Don't slobber it on. Yeah, you can see there, and it's gonna start soaking in, and you go over it a few times, but don't slather it on there, because when it dries, or if it starts lifting up, you're gonna have issues because there's too much stuff on there and it's pushing it back up. Let it go on there and hold. Make sure you go around the edges really good so it sticks. And I just keep going over it and rubbing it in, up and down and crossway to get it through the fibers. You just don't want it sitting on top, because then it's no good, right? And I know some people, they probably mix too much and then they're saying, oh, well, I got it, I might as well use it. Nope, throw it away, because if you put too much on, you're just gonna cause yourself headache. I'd rather mix more, because you don't really, see, because I get the good stuff, you don't have to wait on it. You just mix it and use it 2 minutes afterwards. Just give it a few seconds for some of the bubbles to come out. Use it right afterwards and you're good. And I just keep doing this around there until I know enough is on there. Get all the edges, because nobody likes it dry. What are you laughing at over there? And that's it. You take a good look at it, make sure all your edges are done. Just like how when the barber lines you up, he makes sure all the edges are done. Well, some people would know anything about that. Frank? Frank?
You talk to me about it.
I'm not far behind you, buddy. Oh, man. And that's it, people. I'm just gonna leave this tomorrow morning. There it is, and we'll come back tomorrow morning. I usually let each coat dry for a day, so this is gonna be probably, if I do another 2 coats, that's another 2 days. If the weather warms up, which doesn't look like, I could have put it out in the sun, let it dry, but such is life. So here it is, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. I will come back when, I don't know, I'll see what stage I'm gonna come back. But here it is. I didn't have any black rivets to put it back in, but here is the final product. Just look at that carbon fiber. Wow, it looks so much better than the one before. So now it's all done, put back together, all carbon, clear coated and everything. all put back together, and I just love the way this thing turned out. Just look how good it looks with the real carbon instead of that fake crap they have. But I bought it for the design, and I like the design, but I didn't like the carbon fiber. But there it is. Can't wait. Imagine having 4 of these big boys on the car. I can't wait to get this on the car. But there you go. And the next time you see these, they'll be getting welded on to my exhaust system, and I can't wait for that day to come. I'm telling you, that's how a trunk should look. Finally, I don't know where they were going with that gray crap, but this is the way a trunk should look. And that's on a temporary, because I'm going to be doing a stereo system, and most of that, I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet, but I know I'm gonna do a nice hidden stealth stereo system. So a lot of that's gonna change, because I still wanna be able to have some trunk space, because you know I got you know, little ones, and if I'm going out, I don't want to have to jump in the X5 all the time. I want to be able to use my car when the wife's using the car, because she's gonna drive it more than I do. So I need some trunk space in there to put baby stuff. But yeah, that's how a trunk should look. And the tailpipes, I can't wait to put them on the new muffler system and get them installed, because it's gonna look good and it's gonna sound good. Man, I'm so antsy, but I'm just waiting for the guy to come put in all the glass back in this. So now, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so when my next video comes out, you will know right away. But that's it for now, so guess what? Laters!